Stories for 3-year-olds. Nigel's toothache. Ben had a pet crocodile. The crocodile was called Nigel, and Nigel was a very well-behaved pet. He kept his room clean, and he wiped his feet. He ate up all his meals, especially when there was cherry pie. One day, Nigel didn't feel well. He left his egg at breakfast, and he didn't want to play. Nigel had a toothache. Ben's mom rang the dentist. Nigel went upstairs to clean his teeth. He jumped into the bath and turned on the tap. He scrubbed his teeth with a body brush. Well, it was just the right size for Nigel. Ben, Mom, and Nigel set off for the dentist. "Sit down, Nigel," said Mr. Webb kindly. He tucked a napkin under Nigel's chin. "Now, what seems to be the trouble?" And Nigel shook his head sadly. The nurse passed a small mirror to Mr. Webb. "Open wide, Nigel," said Mr. Webb, and Nigel did as he was told. And Mr. Webb jumped back in alarm. He'd never seen inside such a big mouth before. He'd never seen so many teeth. Thank you, Nigel. You can close your mouth now," said Mr. Webb. And Mr. Webb looked at his little mirror. He looked at his little instruments. He looked down at Nigel and scratched his head. Then he had an idea. He sent the nurse out to his car. He asked her to fetch his toolkit. "This looked more like Nigel's size," he said. He laid out all his tools. Then he said, "Open wide, Nigel." He knew what to expect this time. Mr. Webb shone his big garage torch into Nigel's mouth. He said. "What lovely clean teeth." "Ah," said Nigel. Mr. Webb prodded Nigel's back teeth gently with a screwdriver. "Ah," said Nigel. Mr. Webb tapped Nigel's front teeth gently with a hammer. "Ah," said Nigel. "Now I can see the trouble," said Mr. Webb. He reached for his pliers and pulled a big cherry stone from between Nigel's teeth. Said Nigel. That was much more comfortable. The nurse gave Nigel a pink drink. "Rinse, please, Nigel," said Mr. Webb. Ben, Mom, and Nigel set off for home. Nigel was beginning to feel hungry. They all went into the supermarket. Nigel pointed to one of the shelves. There were rows of tins. Next to them was a big notice that said, "New in," and cherry pie filling with no stones. That's a great news, right? Bye.